Quick update mainly on tomatoes and peppers. The Andes volunteer has been going a good 3 weeks now. Volunteer cherry, just growing like a weed, and lots of tomatoes off of that. Cherokee Purple was the first one to produce a full-size tomato. We've pulled 3 so far. Had a little bit of blossoming rot on the first few, and it cleared up kind of on its own. There's one there that's starting to get ripe. But very good this year, very good. It's just everything seems to have come together for this plant this year because they are so rich. And I was surprised it was the first one to produce a full-size tomato this year. But darn, we consumed them so fast I didn't have time to take a picture of them. But there'll be plenty more opportunities for that. This one here, I think this is beefsteak. He suffered a really bad fall in the storm damage. Fell over, broke a lot of branches. I haven't really done much to it. I'm just letting it kind of recover on its own and drape and carry on. Good, nice, green, lush growing plant though, I gotta say, but we had a heck of a storm with some hail and all that. It knocked over some things and tore up a lot of branches, and I lost a lot of tomatoes and stuff, but everything's pretty well recovering now. Black Crim just hasn't been doing well. A lot of just leaf issues and problems, and some of the stems are doing real well though, and I've got some pretty big tomatoes on there, so I've just let it, kind of like the other one that had the storm damage, I've just kind of let it go. It's actually growing out into the ground, but it's producing some tomatoes, so it's another one that I really can't do much about at this point after the storm, and I'll definitely get some off of it, save some seed. I'm anxious to taste one of these. In my 5-gallon bucket here, I've got this pink brandywine, and it's another one that fell over in that storm completely. It was in the yard, and I managed to save him pretty good. He lost a couple branches and some tomatoes that were actually starting to ripen, but I've got one on here that's starting to ripen, and it's doing considering it's in a 5-gallon bucket, it's been doing very well. These are a variety that I've been growing out for about 6 years now, and it's some seed that I got from a guy outside of Chattanooga. I just ran into a farm and got some seeds from him. He said they were pink brandywine, and I believe him. But luckily I had a few seeds that I was able to retain from when I lost my seeds, and keep growing this variety. It's kind of my own brandywine, I guess, at this point. Rutgers has been doing very well. Good growth, good disease resistance, handles the heat good. All the tomatoes look really nice, blemish free, but we've picked one off of this already and ate it, and it was pretty good tomato. Can't complain. It's a workhorse tomato. This is one of them kind of where everybody should have at least one of these in their garden, and I think this is from Bobby, MHP Gardener, from his seed, I think, through someone else. Starting to ripen. In fact, there's one back behind it that's pretty much ripe. But yeah, these are good tomatoes, very good, very meaty. Not a lot of seeds. While I'm here, we got peppers. We've picked about 4 or 5 bell peppers, but some of these are supposed to be red when they're mature, and I forget which ones they are. But we've got some good size, pretty big bell peppers. We've got some sun scald on a few of them, which doesn't hurt anything, but doesn't make it pretty. These are my cereola. No, these are the banana peppers that I put out kind of late, but they're picking up now. Starting to get some banana peppers. I've got 2 of those. Then here's another bell pepper. This is one we've already picked a couple off of. Pretty big bell peppers. I forget which ones they are. They're just a hybrid, I believe, hybrid bell pepper. Nothing special. And I've got one more here. It's got a couple of big ones on it. I think we picked a couple from this one as well. We had stuffed peppers, man, them are good. I love them. The jalapenos are going to town. A lot of peppers on these. Got 2 of these plants. Of course, we've picked quite a few, and it just keeps it's really putting them out. So, okay, here's some more of these cereola peppers. Similar to a bell pepper, but they have a really thick wall, and they're excellent for stuffing. I'm still trying to grow these out and stabilize them. This will be year 3 or 4, because some of them grow in a 3 or 4 lobe bell pepper type pepper, and then some of them will grow a long, like single lobe or two lobe, and I just keep splitting the seed up, and of course these here are too close together. I've got some on the other side though, about 30 foot away, well more than that, probably 40 foot, that I've got separated for seed. The longer type, all from the same seed, and this is the third year. Spent the last week and a half or so building this screened-in deck with the roof. Ended up doing this all by myself. It was a job, but it came out very nice. Real proud of it. Been real busy with that and a few other things. Finally got my new roof from the hail damage and new guttering and all that, so I was able to get my deck built and finished up, all screened in. And just thought I'd show that off a little. This is at Purple Dog Creek. He's got leaf curl. He had that issue last year. Should do well in this area. It's a Kentucky heirloom, but I don't know. He just always has leaf curl and issues. And but I just keep letting him go. I had a bad problem with the blossom end rot on this one. Just very prone to it. It was last year as well. It's grown out of it now, but not really sure what to do about the leaf curl. There ain't much you can do. It just does not like the heat and humidity very well. And but he's growing and looks, I mean, otherwise looks pretty healthy. I ended up pulling my big rainbow plants that had the issues, the disease. They were really bad, so I ended up having to pull them, getting them out of the garden. So I stuck one of my volunteers in its place, and it's been doing pretty well. Not sure what he is. I have no idea. It's just a volunteer. And that's bigger than the cherry, but yeah, we'll see what those are. I'll know once they ripen up. And that's pretty much it on the tomatoes and peppers. Everything else has been really doing well. Squash, onions, carrots. Well, anyway, that'll end the update for this time. Thanks for watching.